Hey, Travis, let's start with your assessment of your team's overall performance throughout the game tonight.
It was a great win. It's not easy to beat a team after you've beaten them twice. Their team was extremely hungry tonight, and like I said, it was a good team win tonight. Get us back to 500.
Yeah, coming into this 3-game set, obviously things hadn't been going well for you as a group in terms of results. How important was it that you not only won all 3 of these games, but seemed as a collective group to find your team game again?
I thought we did. I think, we've slowly getting better. It was nice to get the results.
Next up is Jeff Patterson.
Travis, I asked Brock about it. I'll ask you as well. He's mentioned that he's a work in progress on the down low spot on the power play, but how encouraging is it to see him sort of read the play there and recognize that the Sens looked like they were anticipating a pass into the bumper and was able to take advantage of the space to open the scoring?
It was. I think over the last few years, we've had these conversations about how young players on the power play learn different intricacies of it. And I think you're seeing that with, all of them. And for Brock, that's part of it on his spot, showing different looks and being able to take advantage of maybe scenarios that the other team is trying to take away from. And he made a good read there and a good play.
And what about Braden's puck handling? I mean, have you noticed it prior to tonight? He kind of came with a reputation of a guy that has done that throughout his career, but obviously the quick up to recognize the long change on the other side. I mean, that's just that has to be a nice element to have in addition to the guys you've already got on the back end.
Yeah, it's we knew coming in that he was a good puck handler. Demmer is as well. I think that's a big advantage in the game, especially the way teams play now, where if they're not carrying it in, they're dumping it in. If you can have a goalie that can handle the puck, it helps. It was a real heads-up play on the goal, for sure.
Next up is Gemma Karsten-Smith.
Hi, Travis. Do you have any concerns about how many shots your squad gave up over the past 3 games?
No, I don't.
Do you have a follow-up, Gemma?
No, I'm good.
All right. Next up, Daniel Wagner.
Travis, there was a moment in the third period where Höglander came out of the box and had just a few seconds on the penalty kill and disrupted a scoring chance and intercepted a pass. Does a moment like that make you open your eyes, make you wonder if he can be used on that side of special teams?
I mean, it was a nice play. It was an energetic play. He's a hard worker. But no, it didn't make me think about whether he's ready to be a penalty killer or not. He's a young guy still trying to work his way through the league. So yeah, to answer your question, no, it didn't really spark that thought in my head.
Fair enough.
And just to go back to Gemma's question, I was a little short with her. We gave up a fair amount of shots. We'd like to cut them down. We also played a team that they throw a lot of pucks in the net and they go to the net hard. We gave up some shots on the power play over the last few games, I think 17. But it's something that, am I concerned about it? No, not overly, but something that we have an eye on for sure.
And also just looking in the final minute there where McEwen comes in and steps in for Gaudette in that moment with Tkachuk. Do you like that element of his game where he's willing to put himself on the line for his teammates? I
think that's just who Mac is. We know what we have in him. He's not afraid to stick up for his teammates. It's not surprising that something happens. Both big guys that like to get their nose dirty, and after 3 games, sometimes that happens.
Next up is Patrick Johnson.
Travis, you go out now on a big tough 6-game trip. What are the sort of focus points for how to manage through that in terms of both player usage, in terms of goals you guys are setting, in terms of results, that sort of thing?
Well, to be honest, we're not getting too far ahead of ourselves. We'll worry about the next game, and I don't need to worry about the whole trip. We'll just worry about Winnipeg for now. I think the way we've been doing a better job managing our minutes with our team. You can see that the last few games. I think between the forwards and the Ds, it's been a lot more even, and something we're keeping an eye on.
Thanks.
All right, and with the final question is Farhan Lalji.
What up?
I just want to ask you about Jordie Benn. Hey, Trav, I just want to ask you about Jordie Benn and just kind of since he's come back into the lineup and what he's meant to Quinn. I mean, it seems that he's giving you a different level of play than maybe he did throughout his time last year. Just how impressive has he been to you since coming back?
Oh, he's a smart guy. He's been calm with the puck, which we've liked. He's bought himself some time with the puck. He's also, I think he's bought Quinn a little time as well, but you're right with your assessment of him. I think he's had a strong showing since he's got back in the lineup, and he's been a good fit with Quinn.
And lastly, for me, just you sat Jake today. Usually, coaches don't change a lot in the lineup after a win. Just what do you need to see more from him if he's going to get back in and when he gets back in?
Well, as far as when he gets back in, I don't know that yet. Obviously, the game just ended, so we haven't made that assessment yet. But I think you're going to see this periodically from guys. Gods came out of the lineup. You don't have practice time. I think Jake hasn't quite found his game yet this year, and needs a little reset. Needs to get on the ice and feel the puck and practice a bit. Put some work in. Sometimes just getting away from a game helps a player. And I'm hoping it does, because I think he's better than what he's shown so far this year. Not that I think it, I know it. He's a good player. We need him to be at his best. I know he wants to play his best, and I just don't think he has yet. Felt like it was time to bring him out of the lineup and reset him. And when he goes back in, hopefully he plays better for himself and for us as a team as well, because we need him to.